What's going on? Tim Kanak with Perkins Roofing and Perkins Construction here. That's right, the sister company Perkins Construction. We're doing a multi-phase project here. Whoop! All the way through this giant building here. We're on Brickell Key in Miami, waterfront. I'll fly the drone so you can see what this building looks like. But this little shaft here, you can see all the way up, is acting as our little shaft for our hydraulic hoist. We have a hydraulic hoist all the way up there. We're bringing all of our materials up and down through this building because we're doing this roof here, and we're also doing concrete restoration, some HVAC, and some other ancillary stuff up there on the roof. So I'll show you what all that's looking like. Perkins Roofing and Perkins Construction, dual project on this high rise in Brickell Key. Woo! So I'm up here on the roof now. You can see behind me the hydraulic hoist that I had mentioned. We had to build this custom platform. It was custom engineered just for this job with our engineering team. And you can see that the way this works is that the operator is going to stand here where the wings are. Here's the hoist behind me. And this is going to swing out over the building. I want to drop my phone and down the shaft down to our demo area that I showed you from the ground when the video started. So you can see the winch and everything here, but here's the hydraulic hoist. This is how everything for this entire project is going to come up and down, and we have a landing area over here for everything to come down. So basically, when we're bringing materials up, it's going to come down through that chute, or up through the chute here in the building, this natural chute. So the materials are going to come up through the chute right there in a little basket. We can only hold a maximum of 2,000 pounds with this lift. So it's going to bring up 2,000 pounds at a time at the max. Probably we'll keep it to like 1,500. We have a scale so we know how much we're lifting, so we're not accidentally or just guessing how much weight we're bringing up, and we're going to bring it to the roof. And this is only for this wing. When you see this building, you'll see that it's divided into 3 different wings or phases, and we actually had to cut a hole. I'll show you a little later. We had to cut a hole through the wall there so we can get from phase to phase to phase, because you used to have to come up and down through the different elevators before we cut that hole. But basically, we have 3 phases of this project. This that I'm standing on is phase 2. This is the west side of the building. It's phase 2. Phase 1 is where we've already started the construction work, and that is going to be on the east side of the building, the ocean-facing side. And so you see the lift right here is built up onto this platform. Everything's going to come up, and all of our debris, all of our trash from all of our demo is going to come down. So trash down, materials up. And that's how everything is going to go through this job. It's a lot of work. So you can see even like building this platform, like this thing, see how sturdy this is? Custom engineered. So Perkins Roofing, Perkins Construction on this high-rise building in Brickell Key in Miami. Building custom platforms and lifts to make it happen. can see there's our scale to see how much weight we're bringing up or down. So I wanted to show you this roof a little bit. It's ancient. This thing, I think it's like 30 years old, but you can see this is an old gravel roof. And a lot of this gravel is gone. There's just like flood asphalt everywhere. And when it's hot, this asphalt, you can actually see it here. You see how dark that is? It creates little bubbles and they pop. It's like little lava popping up at you. Sucks. It just sucks. But that's what this roof is. It's this old gravel with this flooded asphalt. And you can see where it's really shiny and glossy, the little black. That's where it's like melting and just popping up at you. It's like walking on a volcano. But you can see all these flashes because they're kind of low. They're all going to be removed and cut out on the walls. And we're going to be replacing with stainless steel flashings on all these walls. All of these pipe penetration details are going to have to be sealed with polyflash. And you can see this is why our concrete restoration project is happening too, is there's stuff like this all around the building, just little concrete areas. You can also see as I hop around to this side of the wall. By the way, this building has a ton of active leaks. Like a lot of the penthouses on the top unit are leaking. But you can see here, the stainless steel is all going to be replaced. These things are leaking. These railing posts right here through the concrete. You can see there's openings here. So here, look at that. There's a missing screw even, and this is coming out. So these are the things you have to look at when you're doing roofing. It's not always just the roof that leaks. Like, water's gonna come through these walls, and then people are gonna say, oh, my roof is leaking, but that's not technically the roof. Your termination point is this metal. That's the end of the roof line, is this metal right here. This is above the roof line. So other things can leak from the roof that are not from the roof, right? For instance, like ACs. ACs can leak. These ducts can get holes in them and leak through the ACs, but that's not from the roof. Or these fans. These fans can rust out and they can leak. The same thing. Or these walls. Even these walls. If the parapet walls are not treated, if there's holes through this, or the block is cracked out, then water can come through and leak all the way down into somebody's unit. So not every leak that comes from above is necessarily the roof leaking. And you can see all these penetrations that we're gonna have to seal and all these pipes going in. The center area is phase 3. I'm gonna walk us through there right now. We'll just do it live so you can see all the movement, all the moving pieces on this project. These pipes. And this area here, as I previously mentioned, we had to cut out this wall so that we can come through on both sides. So you can see the rebar still. This needs to be backfilled still, but this is so that we can move through. Because before, there's no way to get in here into phase 3. This right here, phase 3, is a big structural problem. You can see the exposed rebar and these stands that are holding these giant cooling towers up. So we've got these stands holding these cooling towers up, 2 of them right here. And these stands are weakening. You see the structure. So this is a big part of the project, is repairing these stands for the cooling towers, because these weigh a ton. They weigh a lot, like more than a ton. And so it's important that this structure here is not going to deteriorate, and it's going to hold these bad boys in place. Let me just show you so you can see the way these things are built. And kind of what we have going on down here. And all these different penetrations that are going to need to be sealed as part of the roofing system. It's a flat roof, and there's right now this is a flat roof. There's no slope on this thing. See the way that this drain is? It's holding water around the drain. And a lot of those pipes, you can see how corroded they are over there. We'll jump over to that side in a second and get a better look. Or we'll come through the other side of the wall right here and get a better look on our roof trainings. Right now I've got Polyglass here training the guys before we start the roof demo to make sure that our retraining is good, and we're going to get our warranty and have no issues during the project.
that, we are going to do everything with wrap, with membranes. So you have to flash right here, and then I don't know here what to do.
Yeah, this basically this area here is just a concrete. You see the roof comes here and terminates here, and then they have paper just on this concrete wing here. So what we're talking about is just doing a liquid flashing on this thing here, because it's almost just like a countertop. Like here's the roof, terminated. This is just bare concrete. You just do a liquid flashing over that bare concrete there. This is just like right on the wing on the east end on phase 1. I think the street.
Oh, this big.
Those are huge.
Yeah, we can retrofit. That's
yeah,
fine.
we can definitely retrofit those. What is that, 6 inches?
No, that's 5, I think.
5?
Yeah, that's 5.
That's
5. 6. Yeah, 6.
Yeah, 6-inch drains. So yeah, you can easily
definitely
retrofit that.
Yeah.
I want to dive off this. It's like 250 feet down. But you can see here, this is what we're exposing via Perkins Construction on our GC side, as we're exposing these spalling areas. And that's giving us a good look at the rebar here, so we can retreat this. And then we're gonna have to rebuild this so that it looks nice and pretty, like that again, instead of all chewed up. But you can see this is the kind of damage that salt water will just do to buildings here in South Florida. That's what happens when you're on the ocean like that. You have to keep the building up and painting and stuff like that to protect concrete and stucco from falling apart. Like really it's recommended to treat the building with paint like once every 5 years. But even stuff like this, you can see this is just deteriorated caulking around here and here at the counter flashing. This is all going to be replaced as a part of the roofing project, this counter flashing here. And it's just been layers of caulk just put on. Caulk and caulk and caulk and caulk all over. And that can't fix everything. So that's why you run into stuff like this that has to be done after the fact. But come over here and check out some of this other stuff that we're having to clean out. Like here, stucco all falling apart. Basically you just remove it with micro tools until it stops coming apart. You've got to knock test all this to see what's good, what's bad. You can see up here, here's our scaffolding. You can see up here these areas, there, and there in the corner. Basically this whole little structure here is pretty bad. You can see there's a whole piece of rebar that came out right here on this line, and a whole chunk of rebar that came out right here on this line. So structurally, there's a lot of issues right here in this little area, up there, that all need to be treated on this site. So this is all the concrete restoration work. We're doing this simultaneously with the roof. And then a lot of these electrical boxes and fans are going to be replaced as part of the roofing project. So we need our mechanical contractors fixing all that stuff up. So you can see here, no rebar, but we need to cut the stucco. It's falling apart here. So these are the little patches we're looking at. And then this is just sanded down for repaint. And you'll see like how messed up this building looks. It's going to look so much different when we're done, because this is our first stage is just prep. You can see we're opening all these areas up just to prep. So it's all prep work at this point. And then when it's all done, it's going to look nice and beautiful. You see these marks here are actually from swing stages, probably from like window cleaners hanging off the side of the building, and their ropes coming into the wall. So you could tell this is just from a swing stage from the window. Here's the line of windows right here. It's going to happen again unless they put hooks or something. So they might want to put, the building may want to put brackets into the walls here to avoid this kind of thing. As always, thanks for watching. Just like with the Fisher Island series that we just completed, we will keep you updated and apprised with our progress at this high-rise project as the project is going on. Speaking of Fisher Island, there's Fisher Island right behind me. But I will keep you apprised of the project as it is going on, and you can follow along. We'll see if it gets to 10 parts like the Fisher Island one, or if we finish sooner or later. But I'll just keep you updated on the progress. In the meantime, if you have any roofing or construction concerns at all, give us a call for Perkins Roofing, Miami-Dade, Broward, and the Keys. Call us at 305-MIA Roof. For Palm Beach County, Martin County, that's Stewart, and St. Lucie County, give us a call at 561-559-ROOF. And for Perkins Construction, you can reach us at any of those numbers just to keep it simple. Or you can reach out to us at Perkins Construction Company. Perkins Construction Company. That is Perkins Construction Company. Reach out to us for your exterior renovations, stucco, concrete restoration, painting, impact windows. You can reach us for all of these things at Perkins Construction, exterior renovation. That's how we do it. See you next time. Peace out.